What's going on, YouTube? This is kind of a part 4 to the part 3 new stacking strategy series that I talked about. I was on the fence about it, not because of y'all's votes in the community tab, because I feel like y'all wanted to hear it, so thank you very much for your input, but because I felt like I needed to say what needed to be said. I dropped something, as usual. What needed to be said at the end of the video, or toward the end of the video, where I told my story of selling gold at the coin shop. But the more I think about it, the more I gotta get into this. What do we have? Well, okay, first of all, back the truck up, CS. Back it up. As you guys know, I'm primarily a weight stacker, so I do prefer generics over government bullion, unless I get government bullion for a good deal, a fair deal, which is wonderful. But to me, it makes no difference. And that is the same with gold as it is with silver. For me, again, not a financial advisor. Do your own research, form your own opinions. This is not to discredit anybody else in the stacking community that puts out videos saying different things. We just have different opinions. And some of their points are valid. And we'll get into that too. If you look here, everything in front of you except for one thing, which is right here, is government bullion. This is from the United States, $1 coin, Cook Islands, Britannia, a beauty. ASE, I think we all know what that is. And all the gold featured here, and the rest of my safe, and some I didn't put out, is all Philharmonic. Why is that? Why am I okay stacking generic bullion and not generic gold? Well, I am okay with stacking generic gold. It turns out private minted gold is not as popular now because a lot of people in the stacking community refuse to stack it. I'm not one of those people. I did a year or two back have to sell all my private minted gold because that's mostly what I had. I also had some maples because they were a fair price, and I got nothing against the maples, man. Love them in gold or silver. But I sold all my private minted gold, which is why there's none for you to look at. That being said, would I stack it? You bet. Absolutely. Why is it okay for stackers to stack private minted or generic silver, but not gold in most of their minds? Okay. The government backs security. Well, I stack because I don't trust my government. Now, do I think my government puts out fake bullion? Absolutely not. However, some of the most faked silver bullion I've seen in my life firsthand is this right here, American Silver Eagle. And people say, oh, well, I like government bullion because it's a federal offense to counterfeit it. Sure is. Guess what? A lot of people counterfeiting this are selling it to their dealers because they want to get their fix, and they're not really worried about what's legal or what's not legal to begin with, now are they? These are the most commonly counterfeited coins I've seen in my life. Personally, that may vary. Now, some of them have better security features like the Britannia and the Maple, which I don't have featured here. The same, in my personal opinion, is true for gold. I've seen some counterfeit American Gold Eagles. I've seen one counterfeit Buffalo and one counterfeit bar. Again, people will counterfeit whatever is popular. Now, do they counterfeit the gold bars and the assay cards? Oh, they sure do. Because they're popular. My point in this video is to say, I personally don't believe, aside from certain security features, but you should always test and verify your metals anyway, before you purchase, not after. I personally don't believe that bullion is counterfeited more or less, whether it's government or private mint. I think it's based more on trends. Therefore, if I can stack gold or silver and it's verified to be an authentic metal for a lower price, I'm going to do that every time and twice on Sundays. Now, if you decide to take that mentality, that approach, please do your due research and your due diligence, and make sure that in your area, your market, whether it's your online market, your LCS, whatever your market is for you to sell at some point, please make sure that you're making the best choice for you based on what they will buy and purchase. In my experience, they don't care. They do not care. They don't care if it's a round, a bar, a coin. They just don't care. They will pay more for a gold eagle or a silver eagle because people will pay more when they buy it. But the thing about that is that's neither here nor there to me, because I will get more when I sell it, but I will pay more when I buy it. So what's the difference? That's my take. Anyway, one more time, not meant to offend anybody. Not meant to say my way is right, their way is wrong, or that my way is wrong and their way is right. It's just to get people thinking. You know, and people say, oh, well, this is recognized, or, you know, certain coins and bars are recognized. Who are we selling to? Okay, when that happens. Most people know what gold and silver is, but they don't know what gold and silver is, okay? You hand them something that they're not really going to understand. Our market, and that's now, or SHTF, barter, whatever happens, is going to be people in the community. It's going to be people that, you know, own an LCS, or, you know, people on Instagram or eBay or whatever. You know, people who aren't familiar with the markets, don't live this lifestyle, aren't going to all of a sudden know what an American Gold Eagle is and be like, yeah, I want that over your maple or over your generic round of gold because I recognize that. They don't know. They know it says 9999 fine gold, 1 ounce. That's what they know. And not much more. Just something to keep in mind. Who are the markets? What do they know? Constitutional Stacker coming at you. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, interact. And if you could do me one quick favor and make sure that you keep stacking.